The end of the inner's hold upon us. Lift your heads. Your eyes. Your hearts. And sweep away the Rocinante and all vestiges of the inners from our space. We will rise from the ashes of the inner's failures and sow the seeds of our humanity across the stars.
Gonna line it now.
What's left of the Giambattista is still drivable. We send it back to the ring, set it to blow when they come through, then take out a few of them. We have 3 torpedoes, PDCs are at 60%. Enough railgun rounds for a few good salvos.
As long as we try to kill Marco, I'm in.
You're definitely going to do that.
We might be able to trigger the ring entities.
What?
If we push every bit of mass and energy we can through the ring all at once, every torpedo and railgun slug, and we time it all just right, we should be able to wake the entities up.
If we wake them up, they might stay awake.
This could put an end to Marco once and for all.
But do you kill your enemy with something you have no power or say or control over? That's enough energy, surely. She's playing your game. Here they come. Bye. Wow. That was kind of really anticlimactic. Gotta live with it, I'm afraid. But he didn't pull the trigger. You did.
The United Nations, Mars, and the Belt have formed a new authority to administer trade to the ring colonies. Old enemies, new friends.
Belters will control the traffic through the ring space.
Oh God, here we go again.
An authority with 2 inner votes and only 1 for the belt isn't sharing power, it's a puppet show.
I take great offense to that. You have no
Prime
right.
Minister.
Belters are promised a future, so long as it remains convenient.
But you're not a government. Half of the stations in the Belt and the outer planets sided with Inaros.
And every last Belter who took up arms against Inaros to help you.
Mars will never accept Belter control of the ring colonies.
The government would fall if I even proposed a debate in Parliament.
The belt will treat you with respect. You have my word. We will take our niche in the future and allow you yours. You have my word.
He was evil, and he was cruel, but he tapped into something real. He was able to do what he did because so many people were angry and frightened. You can't just pretend to. If you can't do that, you don't really trust them. And if we can't find a way to trust each other at this point, I doubt we ever will.
We're an independent agency, based on Medina Station, headed by someone with no allegiances. A friend of the Belt.
And no.
Apolitical, with a history of working honorably with all sides.
I know you're thinking. Yeah, no, I don't want the job.
It's time for you to make history.
So, I didn't mean me, by the way.
I might be open to it. With certain assurances that would have to be guaranteed. In writing.
As members compelled by law to enforce and abide by its decisions, this union will allow us to use the ring safely and proud and humbled to accept this position as the first president of the Transport Union. I insisted on a few conditions.
So, oh shit, what's he doing?
One of them was that Kamina Drummer would be vice president. A very wise woman I know once said, you shouldn't believe what people say, just watch what they do. This new union is going to be a critical part of our future. A future that, for the first time, the Belt will truly share in. An outsider, and I always will be. And there's a problem with that.
Don't you fucking do it.
Which is why, as my first official act,
He's gonna.
as president of the Transport Union,
He's gonna.
I resign.
Yeah.
The future of the Belt has to speak with a Belter's voice, and in that spirit, I'm proud to introduce the new president of the Transport Union, Kamina Drummer.
I will undo this.
Don't. Please don't even try.
No, don't.
It was the only way to secure the peace, the only way we all move forward together. And you know it.
Oh, James.
Could it be any worse than what's happened?
You're right.
You'd still have the original if you hadn't come visit me. And I always liked it, so... Did I get right?
Yeah, I think you did.
You followed your conscience in the hope that others would follow theirs. You didn't do it for a reward or a pat on the head.
Or power.
It's more important to try to help people than to know that you did.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Someone else's life gets better. And for you to feel good about yourself.
I know where they're going with this.
Maybe one cruel thing you said haunts them forever.
He laughed.
Maybe one moment of kindness gives them comfort.
Courage.
There's gonna be a lot of ships heading for the rings now.
That was
So an
unexpected.
issue, we could fly security for freighters.
Okay. Episode 6, season finale, series finale. I really have enjoyed this series. Right from the very beginning, most of the characters, the long-term characters in this show, I have thoroughly enjoyed. The special effects have been fabulous. The detail they put in the show has been great. The storylines have been, especially the first 3 or 4 seasons, were just mind-bending. But this last season and a half to 2 seasons, all with the Marco and Ara storyline, has never really sat right with me. And I know there is more to this story. I know more has been written in the books. As far as I'm aware, I don't know because I've not read the books. No, I'm not going to go and read the books. I don't have the time or the patience. But that's left completely open-ended. We never even saw anything again about what happened with the alien and her brother, and then why bother showing any of it? Why give us those few little scenes showing that the pro-molecule is still out there, and that those dogs, as she called them, because that was the closest representation that she could come to as a child, have done what they've done. Anyway, putting that to one side, because might as well put it to one side, because we're not going to get anything more from it. I feel like a great show's come to an end, but I don't feel like it was a great end. I really don't, unfortunately. I'm really sorry that I don't. Spectacular season finale on the big fight. But it wasn't really the big fight with Marco. It was with his army and his railguns and all the people who were backing him. And lots of money spent on budget, lots of money spent on special effects, and all that scene with them landing on the surface and trying to take those guns out. That was great. The music was a little bit loud. Louder than normal. Or, I don't know, maybe that's just the streaming service I used. And then we get one little short scene of the entities appearing, and just... it felt really anticlimactic. I don't know whether it should have been more, especially with everything that we've had that the proto-molecules done and the ring gates have done. Everything has been on a big grandiose scale, and that was just like, you just went, and he's dead, gone. I don't know how I feel about it. Peaches is dying. I don't know whether Amos will ever find out. Don't suppose it matters at this point. I may rewatch this show again all the way through because it is so good. And Miss Miller, I think of all of the ones that we lost, for whatever reason, Miller's the person I miss the most. Probably followed by Ashford. But every time Marcus was on the screen, he annoyed me. I don't know whether it was the actor, I don't know whether it's the character, I don't know what it was, but he just annoyed me because he was so... The character itself is been done so many times, pigeonholed as that type of person. And he always played it the same way, and the man never blinked. Why did he never blink? Anyway, but Philip had finally seen and got out there before it was too late. But as I say, it's a definitive end for us, so you make up your own mind as to further down the line, does Naomi find out that Philip's still alive, blah, 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 blah. When we were at the negotiating table and Christian came up with that way of resolving all of this and putting him in as president, I knew that wasn't going to stand. And the minute he said he wanted Drummer as vice president, I knew where he was going with it. I knew precisely what he was going to do before he did it. Because even she did. She's like, don't you fucking dare. But you gave him that position to do that, and he has every right to. And we end it with just him and Naomi sat in their little cubicle thing. And that's it. Right. I think you can probably deduce from my body language and the way I'm talking that felt very anticlimactic to me. The whole season has. I felt like we're still trying to concentrate on character development too much when we know we're not going to get any more at the end anyway, unless you're wanting to reveal something that we never knew. None of that really happened. All we got was to see Philip have a change of heart and realise what his father really stands for and represents. You started showing us another world with what was going on there, and we're not going to get to know any more of that. And all this really was about was bringing this war to an end and finally making it that the Belters have a proper representation and a proper say and an equal right, the same as the Inners and Martians. So, there you go. I guess that is it. By all means, if you want to watch this episode in full length, you can just check the link in the description. As always, if you haven't already subscribed, by all means, please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and post your comments down below. Don't forget, I will see you for the next one very soon. Hit the sub. See you for the next one, guys. Whatever that may be. Take care.